All right, guys, so if you watch my most current up-to-date AM routine, you know I promised the PM version. So here it is. Hi, my name is Dr. Jenny Liu. I'm a board certified dermatologist and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to run you through my current up-to-date PM routine for the evening, share the products that I've been really using, loving, enjoying lately. And also, if you missed my morning routine, be sure to check that out. I'll make sure to link it below. And if you enjoy learning more about skin and hair care content, product reviews, just all things dermatology, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification button, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So my evening skincare goals are to reverse and repair. So I'm 40 this year. My top concern is skin rejuvenation, making sure that my skin can stay as healthy, as younger looking as possible, more graceful aging, not against aging. So aging more gracefully is one of my goals. And also I do struggle kind of that time of the month with acne, leaving me post-acne marks. And lastly, I am eczema prone. I've always struggled with eczema all my life. And this year, the allergies has been super bad where I would randomly hive a lot as well on my face and a lot of nose blowing, watery eyes. And so certainly I would kind of get irritations around my nose. So basically my evening routine, aside from rejuvenation, repair, aging more gracefully, is how do I address the acne component? How do I incorporate actives that help to address those concerns, but at the same time being mindful and not damaging my skin barrier? So that's kind of like my PM routine. Now, what I use as far as like the categories has always been constant, and I'll kind of get into that in a little bit, is just now I'm trying new products and also trying items that I've never tried before, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. So today is just more kind of run through the updated products I've been using, but the concept's always been the same, which is kind of more focused on repair, rejuvenation, kind of addressing uneven skin texture and skin tone. All right, so I always start off my evening routine with double cleansing. You certainly don't need to do it, but I love it. I've been doing it for 8+ years, and I don't think there is a night that's gone by without me double cleansing, unless like I'm flying, like like doing an international flight. The reason being is that I wear on a regular day at work or I'm filming, I wear makeup, I wear water resistant eye makeup that is kind of hard to really remove without going, like really aggressive on your eyelid and lashes, which is not what I want to do. But also, I am the type of person that actually applies sunscreen fairly regularly and kind of obsessively in the summertime. So to remove the water resistant sunscreen, the best way for me, along with makeup, is double cleansing. And so I also kind of use the double cleanse opportunity, the second step especially, to incorporate an active cleanser that also helps to address my acne. So I've been doing this now for like 8+ years. So I normally, the first step, I will kind of try, rotate between a cleansing balm and a cleansing oil as my first step. And then the second step is always a benzoyl peroxide cleanser focused on where I break out is my second step. And so with that, I really like to use cleansing balms and oils that do a great job of removing makeup, sunscreen residue, but rinses off nicely. And if that was the only thing that I would use, I don't have to worry about it clogging my pores, because my second step, like I said, is not the traditional water-based cleanser where I use all over. I mostly focus it on my T-zone area where I break out. So with that said, right now what I've been doing is trying out using and loving the cleansing oil from Shuumera. It's the Botanic Oil Cleansing Oil. This is a great cleansing oil that's gentle yet effective, powered by plant-based ingredients, and this really luxurious, silky smooth texture that really gently melts away makeup, sunscreen without really leaving a lot of residue. And that's what I like, is that even if I were to use this alone, which you can, you don't feel like you have this oily film on your skin. And so I love using this at night to just remove everything. Ingredient wise, also contains vitamin C alongside like plant-derived oils like apricot kernel oil, rice bran oil that has maybe some brightening properties, along with like sunflower seed oil that are just really nourishing, but also does contain vitamin C and plant-derived essential oils. So like yuzu, rose, peppermint oil, ginger root. So just be mindful. The essential oils can have some benefits, but certainly I think it's one where if you have sensitivity to essential oils or sensitive skin because of the ingredients, it may not be the most ideal for you. But I have used this with no any problem. So basically, I would kind of use this as my first step of double cleansing to remove all the makeup, sunscreen, and residue before I jump into my part two of double cleansing, which, like I said, is a benzoyl peroxide cleanser. Now, I have more sensitive skin, and benzoyl peroxide cleanser is one I actually have been using since my mid-20s to help control my acne. And it's one I love. It works really well for me. And what I do is I basically, after cleansing with the cleansing balm or oil, I will apply a gentle benzoyl peroxide cleanser in my T-zone and leave that on for about the time that it takes me to brush my teeth. So I leave that on. It's a treatment. And we know that actually benzoyl peroxide cleansers and a cleanser work just as effectively but far less irritating than a spot-on leave-on treatment, and also doesn't bleach fabric because once you rinse it off, technically there should not be any residue on your skin. And also it doesn't interfere with your topical retinoids. Like it won't deactivate your tretinoin. And so because once you rinse it off, the action stops right there. So that's kind of why I love using it myself and really recommend it to pretty much everyone, my patients and followers. Now, there are so many benzoyl peroxide formulations on the market. There are ones that I think are really cheap and affordable, great to use on body. But on my face, because I tend to be more sensitive, I usually will use a cream formula that's more gentle. With usually concentrations of like 5% or less. And that's the other thing too, is when it comes to benzoyl peroxide, we know all formulations, like all the concentrations of BPO work similarly. Higher concentrations could potentially lead to more irritation. So two of my favorite creamy benzoyl peroxide cleansers are from Cetaphil and CeraVe. And I honestly just like to rotate between the two. Right now, I'm finishing off my Cetaphil Gentle Clear BPO Cleanser. This is great. It's got 2.6% concentration of micronized benzoyl peroxide, which makes it even far less irritating. So this is one I actually recommend to my sensitive skin patients, rosacea patients that also break out in acne. This one is by far the most gentle of all the ones I've tried on the market, even more so than CeraVe. So if you have super duper sensitive skin and need a BPO cleanser, this is your friend. But yeah, aside from 2.6% benzoyl peroxide, also contains zinc gluconate that helps to control a little bit of sebum, and licorice root extract that is calming and soothing. But yeah, this is just a nice, gentle, creamy cleanser. Like I said, I apply it to my T-zone. I brush my teeth. I have like electric toothbrush, so it's like a minute or like 2 minutes, I think. And then I basically, rinse that off and then ready to move on to the next step in my skincare routine. Step 2 is hydrate and tone. Now, this year, what's been unique for me, and it's more kind of just out of curiosity, is I have been regularly incorporating a toner or essence, whatever term you want to use, in my routine. Mostly at night. In the morning, I think it's more one of those things where if I'm rushing or just if I'm already using a lot of acne treatments, that's where I try to reserve for a spot treatment so that way I don't get too overloaded in the evenings, especially since I like to use a retinoid, which I'll get into. That way it's not irritating for my skin too. So I've been really more consistently incorporating a hydrating or repair toner, partly because I really want to focus on skin barrier repair and hydration, but also partly because I'm curious. You guys know I get a lot of PR packages, and so I just been that's been my way of incorporating a product that is doable, not overwhelming my routine, and also allows me to provide some product feedback because I always get asked, you guys always ask me. So that's kind of the one area where I have been more regularly using just because of own curiosity, some additional benefits, and also to help review these products for you. So right now, I'm on this PDRN binge. And so I've been using the Jenabelle PDRN Rejuvenating Toner that comes in this really pretty pastel salmon color. So this is a regenerative water type of toner. It's really lightweight. That really helps to protect, soothe dry skin and troubled skin. It's all-in-one skin barrier repair that really hydrates, improves dullness, dryness, and really supports your skin barrier and also rejuvenates your skin at the same time. So it's really just, I feel like, one that can benefit all skin types. If you're looking to repair a skin barrier, but also wanting to maybe tackle anti-aging concerns or what have you, even if you have oily skin, The texture of this is really lightweight and hydrating, and so I think it's really suitable for all skin types. Ingredient wise, it contains 1,000 parts per million of PDRN that is derived from salmon, along with panthenol and niacinamide. And this HTD Gena complex that's basically, again, in addition to salmon DNA PDRN, also contains 3 different types of hyaluronic acid, tripeptide 1, just a powerful ingredient blend that really targets more effectively the component of skin rejuvenation. So I would say with the price of it, it's definitely going to be more suitable for those who have, like me, anti-aging concerns or skin rejuvenation concerns, if you will. Certainly, if you're younger, if you're interested in trying, there's no harm. But I would say with this product, the way it's formulated, definitely for more mature skin, wanting to refine your skin texture and skin tone, tackling some of the fine lines and wrinkles in the skin rejuvenation aspect and goals. Next comes my treatment, I call it. And treatment usually for me is in a form of a peptide product. And I love peptides. You guys know I've talked about this so much. I really incorporate the rejuvenating type of peptides because there's so many different types, and I will even use a calming soothing peptide moisturizer in the morning, but here it's more focused on, again, rejuvenation, helping to age more gracefully. So this is where I incorporate a peptide product. I find that peptides and retinoids go really well together. I like to alternate between different ones. Right now I am obsessed with the new SkinCeuticals Advanced RGN6 Regenerative Cream. This is a great multitasking cream. I even use it post-procedure, like a light peel, microneedling, and Fraxel laser to help basically improve the outcome, expedite healing. But this is also a great standalone product if you are not doing any procedures, but really helps to visibly reverse 6 signs of skin aging, skin damage, and really complements in-office procedures if you do them. So it's got 10% glycol repair, which is an ingredient from SkinCeuticals that really helps to trigger barrier repair. It's derived from carbo seeds and renew skin texture. Also contains 1%, I hope I'm saying this right, perulin, which is derived from a plant bark, but it really has been shown to soothe skin, reduce visible signs of aging, and also it's kind of gives this cream this light beige texture. 2% niacinamide, which is the really ideal concentration that we know helps to support skin barrier, helps reduce dyspigmentation, helps to offer some anti-aging benefits at the same time. And then 3% acetyl tripeptide 9 that is great at, again, skin rejuvenation, helping to improve skin elasticity, appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And then a few other ingredients that are just really helpful, like amino acids and the ceramide analog that basically better support your skin barrier function. Texture-wise, it's silky smooth, it's lovely. It's a wonderful lightweight product that you can use morning and night, and I've not had any problems with it causing irritation or even pilling. And this is one that I layer right before my topical retinoid to really just, like I said, augment my overall, goal in improving skin rejuvenation and tackling those kind of aging aspects of the skin. Especially since skin rejuvenation is one of the major goals for me right now at this point in time. After my peptide, I go in with my retinoids, and this is where it just depends on the season and where my skin is at. But I usually like to, if I can tolerate it, use prescription retinoids, mostly for the anti-aging, but also acne component. In the winter time, when it's super dry and cold where I live, I may change to like a retinol, like from Aven. Retinol is lovely, or retinol. But if I can, I try to stick with my tretinoin, and I've been using tretinoin for, gosh, 20 plus years. It is the OG. You guys know I don't need to talk about it more, but improving appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, helping with melasma, discoloration, helping with acne. So it's really the only one that tackles acne and anti-aging concerns in one. So I kind of just do a pea-sized amount. I don't put it on my neck. My neck cannot tolerate it. So this is where all the stuff I talked about earlier goes on my neck, except for the benzoyl peroxide, but the double cleansing part of it, the peptides, the toner aspect of it. But retinoids, I tend to either use a retinol, like retinol for my neck, or just skip like retinoids altogether for my neck because my neck is super sensitive. But yeah, I use this on my face. I just do a little pea-sized amount, dot it all over. and then kind of spread it evenly. So that way I am getting an even distribution of my topical retinoid. The one thing you don't want to do when it comes to prescriptions, especially, is to mix it with your moisturizer, because you don't get an even mix and you're going to inevitably get hot spots of irritation. So make sure you just kind of take pea-sized amount and dot it like 3 dots across the forehead, couple dots on the cheeks, the chin, the nose, and then spread that, and then you can layer on your moisturizer afterwards. Now, before my moisturizer, I may go in with a targeted spot treatment for hyperpigmentation. Like I said, because I have a lot of concerns in the sense acne, hyperpigmentation, anti-aging, I do try to space out my actives so that way I don't flare my eczema. So that usually for me, just the routine I've come that works well for me is I use my acne actives in the morning because I don't want to add additional irritation with my topical retinoids at night. And some of the acne actives does have some hyperpigmentation benefits, but if they don't, this is where I may work in an additional anti-hyperpigmentation product to target my post-acne marks. And so this is where I may put that on. And just again, depending on the texture, I may layer this on after the toner or put it on after my retinoids before my moisturizer. So the one that I've been using, and it's a gel cream, so I should have mentioned it earlier, but this really would go on before the RGN6, or even after is fine, but it's the texture of it is a gel cream. It does blend in nicely, so I've not had any issues with it pilling. But what I've been using is actually from Eucerin anti-pigment spot corrector. This is a European version. You can actually find it in the US version as Radiant Tone line, but this particular product is not available. But the same formula, in the sense the active ingredient thiamidol that gently targets hyperpigmentation. It kind of works similarly as hydroquinone, but not irritating at all. That is what's in this product, as well as the Radiant Tone line that's in the US. What I love about this product, it was just it's so fun. It comes in a tube like an eyelash serum tube, and then comes in this brush, and you just like spot treat areas of hyperpigmentation. So it makes it so easy, and you can definitely spot treat without having to worry about like bleaching your skin or getting a halo of whitening around your skin that hydroquinone can cause. So basically, I would just dot this on where I need to, and mostly it's been my chin jawline that I struggle with hyperpigmentation wise from post acne marks. So it contains glycerin and thiamidol that is patented by Beiersdorf, the German company that owns Eucerin. Works really well. And in general, if you struggle with hyperpigmentation, I do recommend checking out the Radiant Tone line from Eucerin. This is one that is readily available, easily accessible, and definitely has good data and over 5 years of use in Europe, as well as Asia, in South America, and the Middle East area. Basically, just anywhere aside from North America. So 5 years of use from dermatologists in other parts of the world, demonstrating efficacy in treating melasma as well as hyperpigmentation without bleaching the skin or having the irritation aspect like hydroquinone will bring on. So this is one that I just basically put on as needed if I'm struggling with acne marks. Next is another product that has just been relatively new for me, nice to have but not necessary, and mostly been doing it because I'm curious and because I get PR packages, and that is neck cream. So neck cream is one that I think, just because my neck can't readily tolerate anti-aging products there like retinoids, I just been using here and there to help with maybe the neck skin, the overall crepiness of my neck. And so this is where certainly a traditional moisturizer and any actives that you put on your face, if you can tolerate, especially if it's anti-aging, go ahead and do so, but I just have a hard time tolerating it. So right now I've been trying the PCA Skin Targeting Neck and Décolleté Cream. So this is a cream that's lightweight, hydrating, that visibly firms and smooths the neck, skin, and upper chest area. And so great for like if you want to help reduce the appearance of neck creases and crepey texture. It contains palmitoyl tripeptide 38 that is just this next generation peptide that helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, along with tripeptide 5 that we also know helps to support and stimulate collagen, along with grapefruit cell extract that serves as an antioxidant, and then other ingredients that really just helps to support the skin barrier. So this is just a lovely lightweight cream that I've been using on my neck and have not gotten any irritation. So that is a good sign, but it's certainly not a necessary product. It's just, like I said, I've been using just out of curiosity. But if you are in the market looking for a neck specific neck rejuvenating cream. This is one that I do recommend because I've been really enjoying it and have not been having any problems with it. Certainly as far as like the benefits, I think it's a little bit too early to see, but it's one that I think is just a lovely product if you're looking for a nice neck cream recommendation. Another thing I didn't mention that's nice but not necessary are eye creams. And I definitely like to use an eye cream. It's just lately I've been holding off because the allergies has been really bad. And eye creams are never going to solve your under eye issues alone, but can be a great complement, especially if you struggle with dryness and crow's feet. And one of my holy grail ones is from SkinCeuticals, AGE Eye Complex. It's really rich and nourishing, creamy, but I even use it in the morning and doesn't cause my makeup to run. That one, it's got wonderful formulation to support collagen and reduce glycation on the skin. Another one that's really affordable, I recently shared in my favorite Japanese videos from Kosei. It contains retinol and a blend of other ingredients that offer some brightening benefits, so great to use in the morning. But yeah, I'll make sure to link a few below. But eye creams, like neck creams, are nice to have and not necessary. So then, if I'm not using an eye cream, I just make sure that I take my moisturizer and really kind of support my under eye skin in that instance and make sure that I'm applying it there. So in the nighttime, one of my must do's is use a rich and nourishing moisturizer for a couple of reasons. I have kind of dry skin to start. I'm using a topical retinoid that tends to make me dry already. And then our skin tends to get dry overnight because the skin barrier repair component definitely makes our skin more compromised and more vulnerable. So I like to wake up feeling like my skin feels supported overnight. So that is why I love a rich cream at night. And I have a few that I alternate between, just kind of depends on how my skin's doing, what I'm in the mood for. But one of my absolute favorites that I use on a regular basis is from Pose Pep Talk. This is a no drama fragrance free moisturizer, lovely to use at night regardless of your skin type, especially if you struggle with sensitivity, have dry skin, eczema prone skin, or just want a good moisturizer that repairs your skin barrier that will complement your retinoids, or if you're having some retinoid uglies, this can be a great one. It's a lovely one that's lightweight at the same time but still nourishing and supporting your skin. It's got vegan bioplacenta peptides that is basically a blend of 5 growth factors mimicking peptides that basically promote skin regeneration, improve skin elasticity, and support collagen production, along with trilipid complex that includes cholesterol, fatty acids, and ceramides that really helps to replenish that lipid bilayer that's in your skin barrier. So that way it helps to reduce transepidermal water loss, along with hyaluronic acid and glutathione that is humectant and powerful antioxidant respectively that basically just support your skin, supporting its rejuvenation. So that is one I use regularly. And then if I really need to do some extras, I will go in with Advanced Cyclophyte Plus Restorative Protective Cream. This one I use in so many different ways. I can certainly use that on top of the Pep Talk to spot treat any areas that I need to, like say if I'm breaking out from irritation from too much retinoids, I may just spot treat. I tend to break out around my mouth, like kind of a little bit of peri-oral dermatitis. Or if my skin is really unhappy, or say I had a little minor procedure like microneedling, I will just go in. This would be my moisturizer, and I kind of almost like slug. And by the way, this can be a great product to slug with if you have like oily skin and don't like the feel of petrolatum. But this is a rich, occlusive cream that helps to repair damage, supporting skin barrier repair, and also helping to kind of optimize skin recovery. It's got like 45 plus uses, so not just as a moisturizer, but help to soothe and calm post-procedure. You can certainly even use it as like, post-wound cuts, even as diaper creams. You can even use it around your cuticles. I mean, there's so many different uses, which is why I love this product. But it's got C Plus Restore, which is a patented then postbiotic ingredient derived from the thermal spring water that has skin healing benefits, along with Avent's thermal spring water and copper and zinc, which are wonderful ingredients in supporting skin barrier health, healing, as well as have some like kind of indirectly antimicrobial benefits. So this is why it's like just a great product all around that you can use in so many different ways. So this is one where because of that, you can use it as you need to, all over, or to spot treat. All right, guys, so that is kind of the run through of my current update PM routine. Let me know what you think of my routine. Overall, things haven't really changed. I usually stick with my double cleansing, benzoyl peroxide cleanser as the second step, a peptide product, a retinoid, and then a rich moisturizer. It's just I've added a few things here and there. And so love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear what you're currently using, what you're currently obsessed with. Let me know below. Again, I'll make sure to link all the products as well as some mentions that is currently not in my routine, but I love recommending on a regular basis. Make sure to put all of that in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.